Hello everybody, this is Sci-Fi Junk yet again on this lovely, wonderful Saturday afternoon. And I would like to first apologize to the federal workers that have been told to stay home or have been forced to work without pay or very little pay, if they actually do get paid at all, during this government shutdown. I hate to say it, but I've been a caregiver for 3 years and been working without pay for 3 years as a caregiver. And so I know how it works to work without pay. And it's not fun. And it's not easy. Eventually, you're going to just have to do something else or say, well, I can't do this anymore, and quit that job and do something that's not part of the federal government. In my case, being a caregiver, I don't really have that option because, well, I just don't. I just have to attempt to get some work while being a caregiver that actually pays money because, well, the federal government doesn't even recognize caregivers, let alone anything else. Now, I've read an article today saying that the shutdown's been going on for 2 weeks now. Granted, I don't keep track of the news all that much. Occasionally I do get bored and look stuff on the internet. I don't really watch TV all that much. And from what TV I do watch, it just straight up sucks balls. So, but I do. There's a YouTuber. Well, I'm gonna call him his YouTube name, Barnacles, and I do agree with what he says that we can't just have a wall. We have to have a number of other things associated with border patrol, a wall, drones. We need to have more than just a wall, and we just need to have more than just border patrol, like people. Because if you're going to need people to run stuff for the border, no matter what. So people are going to be involved, and we're going to need something to keep the people that want to illegally come in. But then again, aren't we illegally going out every now and then? Somehow, in some way, shape, or form, somehow. So that kind of kills it after a while. But we need more than just a wall. We need more than just people. We need, like Barnacle said, we need to have drones. I mean, after all, drones have been used in the United States, so why can't we work them on the border? It's a simple question. Why can't we just use drones to work with the border? Eventually, I see that I would have to think or wonder if we could even get maybe sensors on what is deemed, or I should say, what the government has deemed to be the United States versus what the government has deemed to be Mexico and all the other southern border states and countries. Of course, the United States and them are going to have to fight over that, and I'm sure it's going to be a nasty fight on top of that, whatever happens. But that's what needs to happen. If, the United States is not going to do it, well, Mexico is probably going to do it. Or strike that. If United States is not going to do it, well, then Mexico will. Because if I remember from what I've read before, Mexico's not going to pay for the wall. And off the top of my head, I can't remember any of the other countries that are down there, but they're pretty much saying, no, we're not going to build it. So, this is my, I guess you could say this is my 2 cents You might see that it's the picture quality is kind of upped a little bit. That's because, well, I'm not using my phone for a camera anymore. Like, granted, my webcam that I got for Christmas is not the best in the world, and, well, I don't care. It is way better than me having to use my smartphone. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the government shutdown. It needs to stop. The people, Republicans, Democrats, all the politicians need to get off their gluteus maximus, work something out, and be done with it. And that's just my take. Granted, I'm not a political person by any means. Matter of fact, I try to stay out of politics as much as possible. But something like a government shutdown actually affects my mother, because she actually gets Social Security. She gets food stamps. I get nothing because I don't count according to the government. I do not exist. Now, if they would get off their gluteus maximus and recognize all the stuff that I do that they should be doing for free, that I'm doing things that they're doing, but I'm doing them for free. That's how I meant to say that. Anyway, but then again, that's what happens when you're a family caregiver. You do stuff that the government doesn't do. And when you do them, you're doing them for free, and the government just says, well, you could work. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that in detail, because then you'll come across me saying about how the government has made it, or my mother's life is a game, and that she has to be in a nursing home even for me to be getting any help. For me to get any help from them, my mother has to be in a nursing home, and they made her life a game. Anyway, so I can only imagine what the people in the nursing homes, the residents, what they're doing, if they're even keeping track of this news. Because it affects them too. Because, Social Security, food stamps, and everything is federal. That's how the nursing homes get their money. I'm sure eventually nursing homes, if it takes too long for this government to get off its gluteus maximus and decide something, that people in nursing homes are going to be pretty much pushed out. I can already see it happening. And that in turn affects my fiance, because she happens to be in a nursing home, and, well, that's all just a different subject altogether. But this government shutdown needs to stop. It needs to not even happen, in my opinion, because when the president does something like this just for money, for a wall, or something like that, it just proves that particular president is a little on the questionable side of life. I'd say it that way, but that's how I perceive it. So, to all the lovely politicians that are, Democrats, Republicans, Independents. Actually, I don't even know if Independents have a say in this government shutdown, to be honest. But if you do, get off your gluteus maximus. Alright, get off both of them. And figure out what you guys are doing wrong right now. And then literally figure out how to fix it. Because if I have to work 7 days a week, but yet you don't, it kind of shows something. It shows that you regardless where you're working, if you're, you know, a senator, or Republican, or a senator, or a House of Representatives, you know, all those chains of government. Matter of fact, why is it I have to work and you don't? Maybe you should answer that question. Answer that question while you're deciding when you want to open the government back up. Because obviously you're getting paid. Regardless of the government being shut down, you're getting paid in one form or another. So, anyway, I do sincerely apologize for this being a longer than 10-minute video. But as I said when I first started, this was going to be a rambling video. I've pretty much stopped trying to make them not a rambling video because they always end up being a rambling video. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I do greatly appreciate it. And I do sincerely apologize for it being a rambling video, like all the other videos. But I still suck at making YouTube videos. It's just a sad truth of me trying to make videos for YouTube or stream games on, you know, YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch and all that good stuff. If you like the, you know, you can hit like, you can dislike, whatever you guys want to do whatever you guys want to do. But at the very least, talk to your freaking representatives. Either be, you know, what, doesn't matter what state you're in. It doesn't matter if you're not political or not. Talk to your government officials. Please get them to get this government shutdown stopped. Because eventually it's going to hurt the people that aren't getting, that don't work for the federal government. And when that happens, we're all in a world of hurt. So, please, 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 for the love of God, call your government officials, call your, you know, local, state, federal, all of them. Call them all. Tell them to get this stuff, get the ball rolling on this crap. Because it doesn't need to be shut. It does not need to involve a government shutdown to get this going. And the president, the way he did it, in my opinion, is kind of stupid. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't agree that immigration and illegals and all this stuff is a bad thing. It's just that it needs to be handled in a better way. It can't just be, okay, give me money or I'm going to shut the government down kind of thing. It shouldn't involve that. Anyway, I do thank you if you made it this far in the video. And if you didn't, well, I can't really blame you. Until next time, don't have too much fun.